Infinities, a guide. This is also just a short introduction to Infinities, so don't, brace yourself for an hour-long video, because this will not be an hour-long video. It's already 12 seconds, look at that. Anyway, so we've got the counting numbers. Ooh, counting numbers from 1 to infinity, whatever. Now, actually, this group of numbers is called a set. And to really define the notation for sets, let's just put this in brackets and shift it up. And put, obviously, ellipses to show that this will go on forever. It's infinite after all. What is the number of things in this set? The cardinality of things in this set? Well, this is actually our first infinity that we will be looking at. What is it, you may ask? Well, it is Aleph Null. Yes, Aleph Null is the first transfinite infinity. Transfinite cardinal thing, infinity, whatever. I don't really know. I'm just explaining this to you, so don't take this for granted. Okay? So, we've got Aleph Null. Actually, also just an interesting fact, this is set N. Which is not an important one. This is very, very important. Please know that this is set N, for God's sake. Okay? But what about, say, I don't know, the even numbers? What will the even numbers do for us in this world of infinities that we are now in? Right? Well, if we take the cardinality of the even numbers, it is surprisingly still Aleph Null. I know. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. It's big. So, let me explain to you how. You get, my mouse comes in, you get the normal counting numbers, put them on top of them, and we can match them onto 1 using the function for x equals 2x. Think of it. Oh, shit. Sorry. 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 3 to 6, 4 to 8, 5 to 10, 6 to 12, 7 to 14, and so on and so forth. We have a pairing, a one-to-one correspondence, as they say, of each one. I know, unbelievable. And, well, what is a bigger one? Because clearly, if we have a function denoting this to this, we can say they're the same, and that is actually true. If we have a function defining a one-to-one correspondence with each of them, then, well, we get a pair. They are the same cardinality. Now, for example, if we added, say, a 0 onto the set, a normal counting set, then it would still be the same, because we can do f of x equals x plus 1. It's the same thing. Okay? I won't dabble on this for too long. You can experiment with yourselves. This is set R, the set of real numbers. It is the next set bigger than the set of the counting numbers, set N. Set R is bigger than set N. Cardinality, at least. And this is, actually, no, not cardinality, and the number of things. It's the same thing. Blah, blah, blah. This is how we prove it. We take a list, all of, well, just take a list. List them. List an Aleph Null number with an asterisk of real numbers, of just infinitely long decimals. List an Aleph Null number of those. Asterisk. Right? Now we take the first decimal of the first one, the second of the second, the third of the third, the fourth of the fourth, the fifth, and so on and so forth. We take these, and then we kind of add 1 to it. We'll add 1 to the digits. So we get 7 to an 8, 2 to 3, 7 to an 8 again, 0 to 1, 9 to a 0, so on and so forth. Whatever. Now, we know that this isn't in the first one, because we've added 1 to the first digit. We know it's not the second one, because we've added 1 to the second digit, and so on and so forth. We literally define something that is not in the sequence. That is how this has been defined. Therefore, this is not in the Aleph Null sequence. It is Aleph Null plus 1. Asterisk. Now, obviously, this will just be Aleph Null, as I've just said, but if we have lots and lots and lots of these, lots and lots of infinities, many of these, using infinities now casually, like I said, lots and lots of infinities, this will be bigger. This set will be bigger. There will be enough number of these to be bigger than the Aleph Null number. And a man called Georg Cantor proved this, in the old days, the 1800s, he proved this. He's got a little beard on him. Look at him, he's smiling, old head, scrunched like that. Anyway, so this guy proved it, that the cardinality of the set of reals is bigger than the cardinality of the set of natural numbers. Now, is it Aleph 1? Is the cardinality of the reals Aleph 1? We don't know. It's the continuum hypothesis. And in fact, people like Gödel, another famous mathematician, have proved that it is impossible to not prove it. And another guy, not way less famous, has proved that it is impossible to prove it. So it is impossible to prove it and not prove it, as in disprove it. So we know it's kind of like, is there a God? You have to take an assumption on this one, and my assumption is yes, I think it is Aleph 1, and I'm sure there are other sets that you can find that are Aleph 2 and Aleph 3 and Aleph 4, etc., etc. So, I think that's just how it works. But, again, I'll leave it for you to decide. And on that note, have a great rest of your day. See you in the next one. Bye. Dot, 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 dot. Lots of ellipses. Bye.